welcome back to Constellation Station. I'm Nicole from the Cincinnati Observatory, and here at Constellation Station, we like to do three things. We like to learn a little bit about constellations. We like to figure out where we can find those constellations up in the night sky, and then we learn how to make constellations in our own home using creative materials. So today we're talking about a really old constellation that's been around for a really long time. A lot of our constellations are pretty old, but the mythology of this constellation is also pretty old, which makes it extra special. It's one of our constellations of the zodiac. It's Capricornus. So some of you may know yourself as being a Capricornus on the zodiac as your zodiac sign. So in astronomy, we talk about the zodiacs as being different constellations that are around through the sun's orbit throughout the year. So we see Capricornus as a zodiac constellation. And Capricornus is a little strange. It's a strange creature. And so our Capricornus creature today is, hear me out, a goat and a fish. Part goat, part fish. Now, we have to use our imagination a lot for our constellations, and this one might take just a little bit more. But luckily for us, I think it can be kind of easy to see our constellation as a fish goat if we look at where our stars are in the night sky. So this is the shape right here of Capricornus up in the night sky, and we're going to connect the dots to make a kind of funky looking triangle. And I want you guys to focus on a couple features of our constellation to help us picture this a little bit better. So we know that goats have horns. So I want you to picture this as being the head of the goat, and this is the horn of the goat right here, this star. And then if we come down to the back, we can see that our end of our constellation makes a kind of triangle right here, and I want you to think of that as kind of the tail, or maybe even the fish tail of our goat. So it's going to take some imagination, but I think if we work on it together, we'll be able to picture it. So the material we're going to use today to connect our dots, we're actually going to use Post-it note strips. So we know we can buy Post-it notes at the store. This is the little strip version of it, where we just sort of have our Post-it notes come off as little strips, and we are going to use these to connect the dots. So we're going to use all these different colors that I have and connect the dots to make our Capricornus today. So we will start up at the head of our goat and start to work down. This might take a little bit of time, so bear with me as we connect our dots all the way down. So our goal here is to connect the dots just by connecting these Post-its. So we need to make sure that all the Post-its connect to one another. So this constellation, Capricornus, can be kind of difficult to find up in the night sky. So we are going to use certain tools to help us find it, and I'm going to explain those tools for you guys today. So I picked this constellation just special to do today because there are things in the night sky that are right next to it to help us find it a little bit better. Do you guys notice anything on our constellation station today that we've talked about so far in the program that we can see really well up in the night sky? Did you guys say Jupiter and Saturn? I knew it. I knew you guys could see that. We have Jupiter and Saturn right here for us, so we know where to find our constellation up in the night sky. So if you can find Jupiter and Saturn up in the night sky tonight, then you should be able to find Capricornus as well. Capricornus is a little bit more difficult to see because the stars are a little bit fainter. So if you live away from a lot of light pollution, you might be able to see this constellation really, really well. But if you live where it's there may be a lot of light pollution, then you may want to use Saturn and Jupiter as extra tools to help you find our constellation. We are almost 3 stars down here with our sticky notes. There we go, we're getting there. So we started with the head. I want you to see this as sort of the front going into the bottom of our goat. I'm going to go ahead and change colors so that we can use all of our different colored Post-it notes. So the mythology with Capricornus is kind of all over the place. I think it's really interesting when we have constellations that are kind of silly like this one, because usually that means there's a pretty silly story behind it. And the story of how a goat got a fish tail takes a lot of different forms. Just like when we talked about Ursa Major and Ursa Minor being really big bears with long tails, and how you have to have a pretty crazy story to have a bear with a long tail. We know bears don't have long tails. But just like that, we have this kind of silly story about how our Capricornus got a fishtail. So there's a few different stories, and one of them is that this goat was running away from a really big monster, and as the monster chased the goat was running right towards a river. And I don't know much about goats, but I'd assume that they can't swim very well. And so as the story goes, the goat actually sprouted a fishtail to be able to get away from the monster and get into the river. Isn't that pretty crazy? It's crazy how sometimes our constellation stories take a very silly turn. So now we're here into our fishtail that maybe saved our goat from the monster. Always like when our stories have happy endings. And now we're going to head right back up to our head, and we're going to connect to our head and then connect to our horn. So I'm going to connect to one more star with the green, and then I'm going to move on to our pink sticky notes. So if you have sticky notes at home, you can use full sticky notes to make this. You don't have to use the sticky note strips if you don't have them. But if you're making a smaller constellation, if you're just making one on a piece of paper, then you might have enough of these little strips, or even of Post-it notes to where you don't have to take quite as long to connect all the dots. All right, we're all done with our green. Now we're going to move on to our pink, and we have just a little bit left to go to finish connecting our dots. So remember, even though we talk about Capricornus as being a zodiac constellation, zodiac can have two meanings, as we've talked about before. So in astrology, zodiac has to do with where the sun was when you were born. But in astronomy, it's all about just following the sun's path in the sky. And the sun cuts right through Capricornus and our other zodiac constellations, which is why we call them our zodiac constellations. And we still have a few that we need to cover in our program. We are almost there with our sticky notes. If you are interested in learning more about constellations outside of watching Constellation Station, we have a couple constellation programs coming up virtually at the Cincinnati Observatory in October if you want to sign up. We have one on constellations and one on monster constellations. And monster constellations is actually going to be our theme for the rest of for the month of October. The next time I'll see you guys here at Constellation Station is next Thursday, and next Thursday is October 1st. And for the whole month of October, I'm going to focus on monster constellations, and I'm going to talk about the monsters of all different mythologies. So think about how a lot of the monsters we've talked about so far, a lot of the constellations have been under Greek mythology, but a lot of different mythologies include some pretty crazy monsters. So we'll focus on all the different kinds of monsters that we see in many kinds of mythology that we can find up in the night sky. So here we have Capricornus all done. We have our goat body with our goat horn, and we have our fish tail down here. I know, pretty silly, but I'm hoping that if you use your imagination, that you can picture this as a goat with the tail of a fish. Now, where can you find this up in the night sky? I already gave you guys a hint. You can find Saturn and Jupiter in the sky. They will be in the southern sky. And as you look eastward from Saturn and Jupiter, you can see Capricornus. So Capricornus is right next to our planets, some of our favorite planets that we can see up in the night sky right now. So if you go outside around 8:30, 9 o'clock, you'll be able to see Saturn, Jupiter, and our constellation for the day. We also have the moon, which I couldn't fit on my constellation station, which would be just on the other side of Jupiter. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys next week. We'll start our Monster Constellation series for the whole month of October. I'm really excited about it. If you have any monsters that you want to learn about here on Constellation Stations, feel free to drop it below, and we'll make sure that we talk about it.